Hello, guys. I lost my voice over the weekend, and I didn't know how much this voice means to me until now. Like, I didn't figure how much this voice means to me until now. Not like I even lost it per se. My voice cracked. It's still a little bit cracked, but it's better now than it was. So, anyways, I'm grateful that I got to experience that, and it just makes me thankful for so much. Sorry, it just made me thankful for so much, for what we think are the little things. You have hands, you have legs. I know it's small. The day that leg refused to walk, you figure out how much your leg is, how big of a blessing it is to have legs to move. I didn't want to talk to anybody on call because it was stressful. Of course, I couldn't do any recording, so there was nothing to post. You know, so much, so much more. I'm grateful that I'm back to recording, and I didn't realize that I like talking this much. I love talking. I didn't know that talking is one of the things I like doing. Hey, until this weekend when the voice to talk was not there. I hope that you appreciate the things that are in your life and that you don't wait to lose them. I can get the voice back. There are things that if we lose, there's no getting back. So I hope that you appreciate things that are in your life while they are there. Anyways, the I don't say anyways almost how many times. It's well oh. The reason why I had to resist say that anyways. Shasha, the reason why I wanted to make this recording is because I felt really down today. I think I'm making this recording. Today is what? Today is Wednesday. I mean Tuesday. Uh so I felt really down. I felt down. Series of events happened at once between Thursday. Is it Thursday? Between Tuesday last week and today. Many things happened at once within that 1 week. So today was just I avoided some of them. I didn't want to confront a lot of things. One in particular, I had to now confront it today, and I just felt down. I felt down, and the thing with being down is that as you day down, now that time we other things go on, they do you. Let's say like you are feeling bad because you don't have money. That's when you now remember that child. Oh, hey, I think the admission on time. Oh, you understand? All that things will just and it to look like your world is, crashing in on you just for one thing. Sometimes it might not even be money. You might just maybe a visa was denied. They denied you visa. That's when you now start saying, feel like saying I deny they follow me for this life. Or you remember something that they denied you 10 years ago. And you start remembering many other things that you couldn't get on time or the time that you wanted each other. Um and then to look like you're cursed. It's not like that. I forgot to say that this is Musings with EneAli, your favorite companion for Saturday chores. I don't know why I'm laughing this much. But yeah, if you are down, many other things will just want to creep in. So yeah, what was getting me down was a different thing. Um, then other things now start joining. Now, other things start joining, and then I just felt bad. I'm in a season of my life where I don't know. I should not, but I say I'm not finding it funny because one of the things that give me sanity, that keeps me, one of the things, is not the thing that is giving me, one of the you know coping mechanisms. It doesn't give me sanity. I get sanity from God, because normally life supposed to run person mad. But one of the coping mechanisms that I've adopted is um I plan for everything. By planning, I mean I tell myself how to react if things go south, if things go well. Do you understand? So I know how I'm going to celebrate if I am what is it called? If I started 100 level, by 200 level, 300 level, I know how I want to celebrate when I graduate. You understand? I would have told myself, okay, this is how to celebrate when you graduate. Then I would have told myself and say, okay, what if you do not graduate? Then I plan. I say, okay, if I do not graduate, and then this is how I'm going to react. Do you understand? So I like plan for a lot of things. I have that what is it called? That's plan on how to make sure that I'm okay in any season. So I have plans for if I never get married. I have plans for if I get married. I have plans for if I have children. I have plans for if I never have children. Do you understand me? I have plans for so many things. I have plans for if I succeed in life. I have plans for if I quote fail in life. I have plans for if I never make it. I have plans for if I make it. I know how I want to live lavish when the money comes. If the money doesn't come, I know how frugal I want to be. So I have plans. I'm just trying to explain how that I try to think about a lot of possibilities at a time, so that when those things happen, I am not overwhelmed. You understand? However, I just realized today now that in all the planning I was planning, I don't have plan for when I am in waiting season. Do you understand? I don't know how to. Okay, let me try. When the season when you have not succeeded, you have not failed, you are just in between. A deciding season, a season that decides whether you succeed or you fail. Or how will I put it now? Let me look for an example. Say like, okay, not a very good one, but let's use it. Say like you have written jump, right? Good. You have written jump. You are not in school. You cannot say you are out of school. Do you understand? Just finish SS3, you have written jump, written WAEC, and then you're waiting for admission. So jam result is out, quite okay. You have passed, but you don't know whether you get the admission or not. If you're applying to a government school, this will make more sense to you. If you're applying to a private school, it might not just make sense to you. But then that period of waiting, when you're waiting for admission, you are not doing a what is it called? You are not writing work, you're not writing just that season, that period of waiting. So I have plans. I using this example, right? I know what I'm going to do when I get admission. I know what I'm going to do if I don't get admission. If I don't get the admission and all that. But then there was no plan for what to do while waiting. In this case, waiting might be 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, depending on a number of factors. So just a waiting period. So I think I'm in a season of just sitting there and just waiting. You have applied for this, you have done this, done that, done that, done that, and now you just have to wait. So I didn't have a plan for what to do while I'm waiting. So now that it's time to just sit down, brood, and wait, it's stressing me out because I did not plan for what to do. And I realized today, it's today that I'm realizing that realization. I realized today now that a lot of times it's in this waiting period that we get depressed because we have made every other plan except plan on what to do while you wait or how to react to waiting period. Now, waiting period is even more painful when it is indefinite. If you are waiting for admission, you know that if by September you don't get admission, okay, you know what to do in October. But then when waiting period is indefinite, let's say for instance, you have applied for so many jobs and then you are waiting. There's no set time that you will say, okay, if by this time I don't get a response, I know that I didn't get the job. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but the period of waiting. So I want to encourage you to make arrangements for the period of waiting in your life so that you will not be stressed by so many things. You will not be stressed. You will know what to do when you are waiting. More than knowing what to do, you will know how to react to to your waiting season. Like my pastor will say, you say, I don't want you to be ashamed of how you treated your waiting season. When you are waiting, don't, so that you can wait with joy. It's important that while you are waiting with joy, so that you are not overwhelmed, you are not depressed, and worse, see, is there something worse than depression? Worse than being depressed is so that you will not be desperate in this life. Is it this life? No matter what you do in this life, you cannot be desperate. You cannot be desperate for anything. If you become desperate for anything, you will make mockery of your destiny if you are not careful. You will do things that you swore by the uh, old age and the new that you will not do. You will do things that when you think of them, when that season has passed and you think of them, you would you want to give up. I don't know how to describe. You want to give up everything. You want to give up a lot. You just want to check out of life. You'll be too ashamed of yourself. So you cannot be desperate for anything in life. I mean anything. You cannot be desperate to have an admission. You cannot be desperate to have money. Money. Oh Jesus. You cannot be especially money. You cannot be desperate to have money in life. If you are desperate to have money in life, the things that will cross your mind, let's leave the ones that you do. The ones that will cross your mind. When you think of it, you want to borrow new mind. You go they do you like say this mind where you get, we think that thing, make you sell them or make you just throw away am. You understand? So that you can get a new mind. And truly you need a renewing of your mind. You cannot be desperate. Not for money, not for success. Success. If you are desperate for success, you'll be so foolish. Your foolishness will shock you. You cannot. Not success, not a job, nothing. You cannot be desperate for anything in this life. When I mean anything, I mean anything. You cannot be desperate. If you are desperate for anything in life, you'll become so vulnerable. You'll be vulnerable and you won't know it. That's what makes it bad. You'll be vulnerable and you will not know. Every other person will know that you're vulnerable. Now you where they vulnerable no go know. And it will mean that wicked people would be able to take advantage of you very easily. And if you're in a position where people can take advantage of you, people are terrible. There's no saying it like this. People are terrible. See, people will overly take advantage of you, except if you have systems in place in check to make sure that that doesn't happen. And by systems, I mean you have people around you that will protect you at all costs. That's why I'm always emphasizing about having, good friends, having good people around you, such that when you are vulnerable, they will look out for you. Even when you don't want them to look out for you, they will look out for you, you know, in those seasons. I pray that God will give us understanding. I pray that God will help us. I keep saying it. It is easy to talk. Oh, you see this talk? Talk is cheap. It's easy to talk. It's easy to say, oh, do this. Oh, don't be vulnerable. Oh, don't be desperate. Until when you're in that situation, then you would now know, you will now understand why people in that situations are, desperate sort of or something. So I pray that God will help all of us, plus me, plus you people that are listening, plus the people that would eventually find this I don't know anything to call this until today, whether na vlog I dey do on a podcast. I don't know anything it be, but when you find, I think I'll be calling these recordings now. When you find these recordings, musings. I pray that God would help all of us that the challenges of life will not just sweep us away, and I don't know. That God will just help us shine. That God will just help us to, let's say, to lean, yeah. Is it to lean on Him? Help us to make it out through life. Help us to make it out through life. Um, I don't know what the definition of success is still today. If not, my prayer would have been that God will help us to succeed. But success is a lot of things. Success is, for some people, success is having 6 children. If they have 6 children, they are successful in life. For some people, success is having 1 million in their account. For some people, success is let them just be able to build a 3 bedroom flat in their village and they have success. Look at the English I'm speaking. Let them just build 3 bedroom flats and that's success for them. So, and in my books, all these things I've mentioned, I don't know how they would sum up to success. So I just pray that God will help each and every one of us to do life and then to fulfill our purpose, to be fulfilled. I think that's what success should be. That at the end of nah, this matter don't be long. That at the end of life, would would have fulfilled purpose, would have would have, you know, impacted lives in the way that we should. That at the end of our life we would have not wasted oxygen, and all. Would have not wasted oxygen. That being said, I hope that you calm down in life. I've had to converse with some people, I think over the last few weeks, couple of weeks, 6 weeks or so. And one of the things I had to keep saying is that as at now we don't know who have succeeded, we don't know who have failed. It's when our life end, at death, when somebody have died, when we stand over the person's grave, that we can now tell whether that person has made it or the person didn't make it. So for now, we don't know. The only thing we know is yesterday. The only thing we know is the past. We don't know even what's happening now. We don't know it yet. We don't know it yet. What we know is yesterday, and um, we don't even know what is to come. I'm saying that we don't know what is happening now because it's in retrospect that we can. I don't know if that English is correct, but I'm trying to say is when we look back, right? That we can now tell what exactly is happening. Again, I'm going to give instance using the Bible. You know the people that we are reading today, what we read today as the Bible, when they were acting their life, they didn't know that their life was the Bible. They were just doing their stuffs. Paul was just writing letters to people, admonishing them, scolding them. They didn't write it and say, this thing we're writing is going to be the word of the Lord. This thing that we're writing is going to be the Bible that thousands of generations to come will read. You understand? Mary that was pregnant at that time, in people's mind is that, oh, she was pregnant out of wedlock. Unknown to them, she was going to give it to the savior of the world. My voice is stressing me out. I might have to end this at this point. Shasha, I hope you learned a thing or two. I hope that you are telling people about my recordings, about musings with EneAli. If you are not doing it, I don't even know. I don't want more blow for this life. You don't want to be able to say, we know that girl from way back. Oh, we always knew she was going to make it. Come on. Don't you want to feel like you're part of something beautiful, amazing journey? So please share this. Um, Encourage, bully somebody if you must. Don't mind me, don't be a bully. I'm not bully anybody. Huh. When those people now make it, they will not mention your name and say you're the bully. So, but tell somebody to listen. Today that I really want to say so much. Now that I have small voice to talk, I didn't say so much, but my voice is feeling, is trying to stress me out. So take care of yourself. See you next time.